There should be on the check. Stop. Keep that so we can get your hold on to that. Yeah, it should be on the longest. Keep that so we can get your hold on to that. Yeah, it should be on the longest. It's every year that you have to do by the middle of April. Keep that so we can get you're gonna get all your money. Stop. Hold on to that. It's every year that you have to do by the middle of April. Federal income tax. Oh, they didn't take any out. Stop. Keep that so we can you're gonna get all your money. Stop. So, turn. Stop. Hold on to that. But you have to. It's every year that you have to do by the middle of April. Federal income tax. Oh, they didn't take any out. Stop. Keep that so we can you're gonna get all your money. So, turn. Stop. Hold on to that. But you have to. It's every year that you have to do by the middle of April. Federal income tax. Oh, they didn't take any out. Stop. Keep that so we can you're gonna get all your money. You'll probably have to file federal tax. Turn. Stop. Hold on to that. But you have to. It's every year that you have to do by the middle of April. Federal income tax. Oh, they didn't take any out. Stop. Keep that so we can you're gonna get all your money.
Good morning. Another job. Yes.
Well, you got another job? Oh.
This is Tom Wong, the owner of. This is Tom Wong.
We took a science test today. We're gonna do a secret.
All right. Okay. Okay, this works. All right, I'm excited. All right, give me one little second here. And late again. let's see, so this, okay. Live. Alrighty. Hey, thank you very much for joining me today again. This is Hung at Virtues Golf Club. Again, it's Christmas closing in. Merry Christmas. I just want to thank everybody for being here today and join me. I just want to go over a couple things that we have going on right now. We still have a holiday website special that's going on right at this moment. So when you go to my website, and you can actually get down there, there's 2 cent, 4 cent, and the stay and play. That's my best deal of the year, and go check that out when you get a chance. Let's just a couple things I want to share with you. We just did our breakfast with Santa. We have I'll be honest with you, I made a little boo-boo here the other day, and it wasn't too good, but just want to share with you guys what's going on at the Virtues Golf Club real quick. So the holiday sales that's going on right now. When you log onto my website, you can just click into this and it will take you straight to the page. And oh, come on, don't make me a liar. Okay? And then those are our 4 cent special, our 2 cent special, and our stay and play special. So when you guys get a chance, come on out and check that out. And then Tom, our owner, and I actually got a chance to do a quick little Christmas promo for the golf club, and everything happened just between me and Tom over probably the last, just an email from him like early in the morning, say, hey, I want to do this, and I jump in there, and we went to the radio station and record this, so you guys will be hearing this probably for the first time. And
This is Tom Wong, the owner of the Virtues Golf Club and Overlook. This is Tom Wong, the owner of the Virtues Golf Club and Overlook Restaurant, announcing our upcoming specials.
Hey Tom, we don't have any upcoming specials.
What do you mean we don't have any upcoming specials?
We don't have any upcoming specials until our New Year's Eve dinner, and we are closed on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Well, I guess I'll just say, have a wonderful and Merry Christmas, everyone.
Happy holidays from the Virtues Golf Club.
so you guys will be probably hearing that from the WNKO when you drive. So hey, check us out. Again, happy holidays. I just want to quickly, since we talked about New Year's Eve dinner, the actual formal marketing will be out starting next week. And here are just a little preview of what we got going on. So New Year's Eve dinner is on December 31st. And again, all the meals include a caprese dinner salad. You have on appetizer, you have a choice of bacon wrapped scallops, Wagyu portobello, tart, and a jumbo shrimp cocktail. Your entree choice is, New York strip surf prime with bourbon butter sauce and with Maine lobster tail. I like that. And the seafood pasta is actually linguine pasta tossed with garlic butter. And then that's also with a Maine lobster tail and with Japanese scallop. Man, that's really good. And here's my favorite chicken dish, which is the chicken roulade. It's a chicken breast cut thin and pounded thin and wrap it up with spinach, sun-dried tomato, and prosciutto with a little bit of mozzarella cheese and the creamy blue sauce. So here are the things that we have going on for our New Year's Eve dinner. Thank you very much. So just want to talk to you guys a little bit. Oops, I accidentally closed that window earlier, so let me open that back up for you guys real quick. Earlier this year, back in October, we did something for Hope Valley. We did a gala for them, and we came up with a few different menu items that is not included in our normal menu. And so here are the things that we actually serve. So this is cheddar grits with shrimp. Okay, and here's the chicken lollipop, and that was very, very well received for that day. of the event. Oh, here's another good one. It's a brisket Sunday. So it's a slow roasted brisket with a poached egg on top and on the bed of mashed potato. That was a big hit right there. We did good on this one. Oh, here is a roast beef slider. We actually soaked the roast beef in the au jus a little bit more before we serve it, and that turned out super good. Here's the other look. And here we did a beignet, and we served it with purple powder sugar, since that's just really more for the event. Oh, and then don't forget everybody's favorite, poached egg on Canadian bacon, and there's a little sliced avocado underneath there. So, so I just want to show you guys that, you know, with our place, we are actually able to do a few different things other than just what we typically do. Obviously, a lot of this is based on requests. You know, when you sit down with us, go through a menu together, you know, obviously we do charge more for this type of out-of-the-box type of thing, but if you guys have an idea, we can probably do it. All right, so with that being said, obviously there's not much things going on right now. Next thing I want to do is actually do the raffle. So I want to pick the top 5 winners out of the out of today. And then looking at it, we have all the way through today, we have 101 people have signed up. Okay, so I am going to pick the top 5 winner as of today, and then we will actually pick another 5 winners you know, when we do this. So I'm going to use my favorite random number generator. So so it'll be 2, 3. Oh, we're actually perfect. We have 100. We have 100 people. So best luck to everybody. The minimum is 2, and the max is 101. All right. Now everybody's covered in the random number generator. So let's see who gets prize number 1. Well, actually, it will be prize number 5. So this will be for 2 weekday rounds of golf here at Virtues Golf Club for next year. And number 22 will be prize number 5. So number 24 right here, Rob Preston. Okay, you won prize number 5. All right, here we go. Random number generator. Give me winner number 4. Number 67. Okay, number 67. Joe Usa. Okay, prize number 4. This is also for 2 rounds of golf, weekday rounds of golf here at Virtues Golf Club. Okay, and then next winner. Here's number 25. Number 25. All right, Fred Ming. I'm sorry. Prize number 3. Okay. All right, so the prize number 2 is for 2 players to come here at Virtues Golf Club at any time. Okay. So here's for 2 cents for any time. And here we go. Number 75. Number 75, I got Roger Shannon. So that's prize number 2. And then I can't do a drum roll, I'm sorry. So the prize number 1, that will be for 4 rounds of golf, a 4 cent to come back anytime you want next year for 2024. Generate. All right, number 91. All right, prize number 1 for 91, Mr. John Frick. Okay, John will be reaching out to you. Everybody will be reaching out to you in email shortly. Let you know your prizes. And then I got another 10 people to draw. I'll draw that after the live stream. But as of right now, we have the top 5 winners that do get rounds of golf with us. So John Frick, congratulations. You won 4 rounds of golf for next year, 2024. Roger Shannon, you won 4 rounds of any time. Roger Shannon, you have won 2 rounds of golf anytime. And Fred, Joe, and Rob, all 3 of you have won 2 rounds, weekday rounds to come out here to play. So you'll get an email from us to let you know that you have won, and then I will actually go back in there to pick up the other 10 people. And then you will receive basically 250 off for next year. And then we do have another drawing that's coming up. That's in about 3 weeks. So if you check the description right now, you will see the line for the holiday drawing, and then we will go from there. Thank you very much. Turn this, and then we start at 101. Highlight this real quick. So this is drawn on 12, 15, 20, 23. All right, so this shows if anybody comes in from after this line will be part of the new drawing. Just want to let oh, thanks Ed. You will be part of the next drawing. Okay, thank you very much. All right, so just want to let you guys know, come on in, take advantage. It's fun. It's just something that you can kind of watch me do things. So all right, so with that, all that being said, we got switch back to the camera view. So what we're going to talk about today for your golf swing is how I like to teach for the proper downswing. A lot of people will talk about when you swing back and swing down, I want to get back in shallow, or I want to swing back from the inside. That's what I like to talk about today for the tips of the week. And I want to show you how I do it, how I use it to work on it with my players. And hopefully that will help you out as well. So now, just before we start, I just want to let people know that what, in my mind, what is a proper downswing, okay? So the proper downswing, when we swing the club from here, going to the top, oops, I can probably scoot back a little bit, yes, okay? So from here, swing back to the top, I'm up over here. And anything that if your hands and club going outwards towards the golf ball, that's what we call over the top. And then there is another place that people can cover top from. It's once they start here and they swing down, and from right about here, they actually will get out this way and then pull back in. So that is also another over top. So technically, you could swing over the top move from top of the backswing and also from about halfway down. Most of the times I see from halfway down has more of a lag or wrist angle retention issue coming down through the golf ball. So that's another story. If we have a little time, we'll get into that. If we don't have time to get into that, we'll separate that out into another tip of the week for you guys. But typically, most people work on is that from the top of the backswing and starting down, and when you start down, how can I get back in from the inside, okay? So what I want to talk to you about is that there are a few little key areas that you need to look at when you watch your own golf swing on the film, and I think that will help you a lot, okay? So one is when you work on this this spin swing more from the inside and getting in the right slot, you want to work on the camera view that's more down the line, okay? So it's kind of down this way. And when we swing out to the top, and assuming you have good grip, good posture, and getting in the right position, what you want to look for is if you're right-handed, you want to look at your right shoulder and also your right elbow. Okay, those are 2 little key places that you want to look at on the downswing, and so you know if you've done it correctly. Okay, So, and then you can use this, those key things to actually look at some better golfers' golf swing and see if they're doing that too. Okay, so when we swing to the top, once we get to the top, and then on the way down, what if we're looking at the right elbow, for example, you'll actually start noticing all the better players, their right elbow will start outraise their left elbow. So see how my right elbow is a little bit lower than my left elbow now? Okay, see how that is? And then they will actually achieve it coming down this way. Okay, so it's not just a manipulation of the shaft going here and there. Okay, it actually is being created by, when you swing out to the top, your right elbow actually kind of compressed down into the golf swing just a little bit, coming down this way, and you, from the down the line view, you will see that your right elbow actually literally outraised your left elbow towards the golf ball, and that's what you want to see. And say, just keep in mind, when that is happening, you don't want to kind of just flip your shaft down that way, because if you do it that way, when we do this, you actually open up the club face. So if you swing from the inside here and open your club face up, and when you get down to the golf ball, guess that's what's going to happen. That ball's going to go that way. And that is the worst shot that could have happened to you. And oh, if you actually watch that 18 hole under 18 minutes, I tell you, I hit about 4 of those. But that is the worst shot you could hit in golf. So just be very careful. When we swing down from the inside, you want your right elbow to outraise your left elbow, but at the same time, you don't want to let the shaft to fall behind you like this. Okay, you want to feel this way, but the right elbow needs to go faster than the left elbow on the way down. All right, second thing is, earlier I talked about this shoulder, your right shoulder. Okay, so when you swing to the top, and notice how the right shoulder is kind of pointy, kind of like this. Okay, so when we start down, see how the right shoulder actually kind of flatten out and get into a little rounded position, okay, before. And that is what you want to look at, and that's what you're looking for to do in the golf swing. That's how you actually generate a little bit more power. That's how you actually compress your body a little bit more and store that power. So instead of just wasting it all up the top of the backswing, and then you're storing that power just a little bit more and coming down and then into the impact. Okay. So the other thing is, you want to look at this right shoulder. So we're going to swing out to the top. Okay. And then your right shoulder should go from pointy like this, okay, and into a slightly flatter around it, and then that actually coincide with that right elbow. I'll raise your left elbow, okay, but be careful when you do this, because when you do this, when the right shoulder compress, okay, you want to keep your left shoulder down as well. You don't want to let your left shoulder go pop up this way, okay. So I'm going to show you from down the line view. Swing to the top, okay, and now the right shoulder kind of being rounded, and notice how my left shoulder is staying here instead of being up this way, okay. So this is what we're looking for on a downswing, that to allow the club to get inside, to get slotted correctly. So that is the theory, and that are the key points and key places you should be looking at in your own golf swing, and how it happens, and then those are the things that will help you to get a little bit better. Now you're probably gonna ask me, huh? I understand what you're saying. Do you have a drill? Do you have an exercise for me? And yes, I do. So the drill and exercise is this. Basically, this is a version of the one of the old. I'm trying to think. There's a teaching aid they used to make for this, but you don't need to go buy a teaching aid. Just do it and you understand it. So the teaching aid used to be, there is a movable right hand grip that you can slide up and down the shaft. Off the top of my head, it's called the swing setter. But don't need to go find it. I don't think they make that anymore. If they do, I could use an endorsement. But all you want to do is this, okay? When you swing the club to the top, just go ahead and let your right hand and your left hand split apart, okay? And then before you start down, or when you're starting down, so let's say your left arm is back to about even the ground, you want to feel like you bring your right hand back to your left hand. And when you do that, I want you to feel like your right shoulder go from pointy like this to slide down to a little flat like this. And that way, when that happens, your elbow is actually outraise your right elbow will actually outraise your left elbow, okay? And then go ahead and hit it. So that will be the drill. So from the down the line view, that's what this will look like. Okay, so when I swing to the top, I'm gonna split my hands apart. Okay, and then I'm gonna bring my right hand down. But yes, you're bringing your right hand down, but the key thing is, so you want to make sure your right elbow is lower than your left elbow, and also your right shoulder went from pointy down to flat. Okay, then go ahead, swing on down and strike it. So that's what you want to do. But the action that we do in your hands, that is just more to help us to get feel for what's going on in your shoulder, what's going on with your elbow. But the key area of your focus should still be on elbow and shoulder if you're right-handed. Okay? All right. I'm gonna walk there, see if anybody has any questions, and then if not, I will circle back and talk to you a little bit more. Hey Larry, how are you doing? All right, so, okay. Well, Larry, you missed all the commercial that I put out. I talk about our New Year's Eve dinner and the commercial that that me and Tom put together for our radio ads. But you didn't miss the good part. But anyway, so that will be one of the most important thing for you and for I whenever I give a golf lesson is it's the starting of the downswing, the transition, how your right hand, right shoulder applying force into the golf swing. So that will be probably, I give this lesson a lot to a lot of different people. So that will be one of the things that we'll be focusing on. Okay. Now, so earlier I talked about potentially there is another place that you could possibly go over the top, which is when you're about halfway down to impact. Okay, and then you have some people have tendency to go outside and back to inside here. Now, if that is you, sorry, my phone's ringing. Let me just shut it off for a second. That was my chef calling. He's probably telling me that, oh my God, Hong, you have the New Year's Eve dinner wrong. Change it, change it, change it. All right. Anyway, but we'll take a look at that. But anyway, so let's go back to halfway down over the top. So if you're halfway down and you come out that way, so typically what happened if that is you, you are stuck on the weights around, you're stuck rotating through the golf ball. So why are you stuck? Most likely that's something I have to look at your video to kind of identify the issues with you. But here's the thing is, when you swing down to about this point, you want to feel like, you know, actually, sorry, down the line view, down to this point, you don't feel like that your hip still have a little tilt that's down this way. So it's not flat like this. So this is what most people talk about early extension. That's really bad for your back. You want to feel like your hip is still tilted down just a little bit here. Okay. So when that is happening this way, you will have a pretty good chance of unwinding and rotating through correctly. So that will be my little tip for you, is to check where your hip is tilting or how your hip is tilting in the downswing. So how you will visualize this is, I don't have a belt on today, but I can visualize this is my belt, okay? If I'm standing straight up. When I stand in the golf posture, my belt buckle is pointing down a little bit. So when I swing up to the top of my backswing, you know, that belt buckle will raise up just a little bit. But for the proper and correct downswing sequence, this hip will actually tilt back down to where it's supposed to be. So this hip should be kind of have a little angle coming down this way. If we lose the angle going this way, so where my hip is almost point level to the ground, okay, that is what they call early extension nowadays. But it's really is, we still need to get this hip to tilt back down just a little bit, okay? So a lot of times when we're stuck, you'll see people do things like this, okay? So see how my belt buckle is actually back to level to the ground now, okay? So nowadays we call that early extension. So that will be what's going on. Now, if you are very, very flexible and limber, you can get away with that. But as I'm getting older, I'm not getting away with that. I'm working on that too. And that is one of the things that will help you. So think about where your belt buckle is pointing, okay? So you want it on the halfway down, you are able to actually still stay in that posture, stay in that hip angle that your belt buckle is pointed slightly down. So there you are not stuck. And then after that, make sure you're not stuck, and you should be able to correct that little early cast move or a late over the top move in there in your golf swing. Okay, but everybody has a slightly different cause on this second little move down here. Okay, that little over the top move on the from the halfway down. Most likely, again, it's because that your body rotation is stuck somewhere. Okay, so check this little movement up. As long as on downswing, you're not going from nice tilted hip tilting there into this almost hip level to the ground type of movement, you're probably okay. Okay, if you are, then that's most likely why it causes you to lose your wrist angle, lose your lag just a little bit, and cause you to go from perfect inside to outside. Okay, so those are the things that you can look at. The first over the top is easier to identify and easier to fix. The second over the top, which is from about halfway down and outside in that way, that is a little harder. I hope my tip helps, but if you still struggle with that, please go find a PGA professional. You know, in the area with Kelly Monroe, I know Chris Hayden over at the Greenville Golf Land, he gives golf lessons. I know Joe Giles does golf lessons as well. So there's a lot of us that can help you. So just kind of come check with us. Unfortunately, if you are coming over the top from here, okay, from about halfway down through impact, then you need a set of professional eyes to help you. If you're coming over the top from the top of your backswing, and the drill I just described to you or how we practice it, that should help you tremendously. All right, I can check the comments, see if there's any questions for me. If not, then I just briefly go over what we got coming up. And this is Christmas time right now. So, oh, we got 2 more people signed up, the Christmas raffle, the holiday raffle. I got Steven. Steve, hey, thanks for, I saw you at the, hey, if I mess up your breakfast Santa picture, it's totally my fault. There's a little glitch. I'm very, very sorry. But Steve, good seeing you. I love it when you come in and tell me that you watch me online. So I really appreciate that. So we talk about over the top move. One's happening from the top, one's happening from about halfway down. If any questions or not sure what I just talked about and said, please just kind of scroll back and then you should be able to see that. So right now we still got the holiday online vouchers that we're selling. There are 2 cents special. That's 2 rounds of golf plus logo hats. And there is also a 4 cent special that you can use anytime. There's no restriction on when you can use it. You can use it in my prime time, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because I'm getting, you know, almost $500 all of that, and you're gonna pay $300. So that's a nice saving right there. We also have a weekday, Monday to Thursday booking stay and play. So that's for 54 holes of golf plus 1 night of stay. Based on availability, if the house is open, we're happy to put you in there. If the house is not open, we'll have to set you up in the hotel there. You can always call us or, you know, talk to Denise. She's our stay and play coordinator. We're very, very happy to help you and get everything squared away for you. So I'm just gonna check the comments real quick, see if I got more. All right. All right, looks like we don't have much more. And then let me just kind of go back and look at our winners real quick. And so, all right, Mr. John Frick. All right, you won 4 rounds of golf here at Virtues Golf Club for next year, 2024. There'll be no restriction on when you use it, so bring your buddy, bring your friends out. Mr. Roger Shannon, I'm sorry, Mr. Roger Shannon, you run 2 rounds of golf. They can use it anytime. After that, I have Fred, Joe, and Rob, and you guys have won 2 rounds of golf, 2 weekday rounds of golf here. And I have your email address. I'll be reaching out to you guys, and then get your address, and then find out how I can send those vouchers to you. After that, I just want to thank everybody for joining us. Half hour goes up really, really quickly. I really appreciate everybody coming. Just kind of watch me for about half an hour to talk about our golf course. And then I'll after the live stream's over, I'll spend a little time and draw 10 more people. So we'll have 15 prizes that we'll be sending out total. Okay? If any questions, please feel free to leave me a comments here, and then we'll go from there. All right. I will see you guys next Friday. And let me